Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube series. I am Nandita Gaur. I am PGDM GM student at XLRI Jamshedpur. So today I am joined by Mr. Himadri Majumdar, who is currently working as CTO in TalentRecruit. Sir has a very vast experience over 15 years in the corporate industry as well, where he was working in software engineer departments. Then he moved to consultancy and also as a VP for over 8 years. So welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So sir, would you like to brief about your journey, how it has been, and since you were working in a very corporate setup, so what motivated you to move from corporate setup to the entrepreneurship journey?
Yeah, so to start with, Nandita, so this is like something, it still looks so, so recent, but it has gone like 15 years has gone. So I come from a very, very lower middle class family from West Bengal. So it was like, from Calcutta, it is around 60 kilometers, and then I studied there. And by the time when I was there, that time in my village, people even did not know about what is exactly IIT. One of my professor or sir that time, he was okay, you can also give IIT, And then I was in Bengali-medium in class HS student, and I gave IIT examination in Bengali-medium. In Bengali, I written in Bengali, And then that in HS, in West Bengal board, there is some syllabus that mismatches with CBSE. So most of the syllabus was, many of the syllabus I never heard the question came. Like I can still remember in West Bengal course there is nothing called determinant. There is something called determinant.
Yeah.
Nothing called it. We did not study about that. But it question came. That the first time I knew about it. But I thought it will not happen. But anyway, somehow I cracked it and I joined IIT Kharagpur. And that was the turning point for my life. So actually, I got in Jadavpur also in Bengal engineering, as well as I got in medicine. The MBBS.
Oh,
yes, I could have been a doctor also, but I never liked to become a doctor. And then the Bengal, because IIT is always better, so I went to IIT. Yeah, so that was the turning point. And then starting from that village. When I started from a village, it was, so small ponds to ocean, it's like something from a very small place to a very big place. Suddenly I saw the world, So, and then I saw that everybody from different states. Before that, I have never seen anybody from outside my state. And now I am seeing somebody from Kerala, somebody from Punjab. My best friend is still who is from Punjab,
Oh.
So, and somebody from Maharashtra, Gujarat, Bihar, Odisha, from everywhere. So this was something I really cherished for that 4 years. And when I entered your campus just today, I basically what is called transferred, what it is transcended or to that campus, it almost looks like similar. Once you enter inside, have you ever gone to IIT Kharagpur campus? I don't know, but it looks similar. Oh. And that especially the circles, the goal checkers, and the buildings, because this is also very old, and Kharagpur also very old one. So that brought me to that period. And then I heard from your friend Vaibhav that you are a 1 year course. Then I felt sorry for you, so it's like 4 years, I still cherish my memory that 4 years. 1 year is too less. The moment you enter in this kind of campus, you will feel like it has gone by maybe in a flash.
Yeah, we have a lot to cover, surely.
Yeah, and we have a lot to cover within 1 year, and within 1 year you are gone. So yes, so my advice you to try to gather as much as possible, because the peers that you are getting, the people is around you, they are the real teacher for you. It's not the teachers who is teaching you. They don't teach. It's not my meaning is not that, but what I'm saying, in the real life, in the world, when I go there, I was in mechanical engineering and ocean engineering. This was kind of major was mechanical engineering and minor was building ship. So I have never done that. Most of my friends did not do that, because they have either moved to software development or they have moved to management. Some of them become IAS, IPS, administration. Very few have worked into their fields. So what you are learning, that is theoretical. So what you are learning from your peers, your friends, your ambience, what this environment is teaching you, that is something this will give you the force or motivation to move forward in the next 20, 30, 40 years in your life. So yeah, so that is something different that I went back to the time, you know, while as long as I entered your campus, and really I felt I'm feeling more young, you know, as if I have in that campus. So now, yes, from IIT, coming back to that, from IIT Kharagpur, I entered into, as you said, I entered a corporate world. And I have worked for many corporate companies, big corporate companies. Like that time, I joined as a Hugh software system. That's a very big software as well as a hardware company. Now it has renamed as AISent. So now I work there. Then I worked in Thomson Reuters. Thomson Reuters is one of the biggest information technology company where I built their data streaming platform. Then I worked in PricewaterhouseCoopers as a principal consultant. You must be working, knowing, because they must be coming for you for campus and things. I also used to go for campus, but I never came here. I used to go for IIM Kolkata because I was in Kolkata.
Okay.
So, and then this PwC has 5 years. I was doing the principal consultant. Then, and basically I consulted a lot of big corporations, how their IT infrastructure should be, how they are, as I was talking to you, we were there in that customer success. So once, suppose a big company, suppose a healthcare company, they want to renovate their IT infrastructure. They want to go to the next level in their IT, and IT offerings. Then PwC come into picture. And I used to go there as an enterprise architect, and I used to tell them how they will change, how they will remodel their things into a new IT landscape. What software they will use, how they will connect to each spaces, what all different ERP tool they should be using, how they will be connecting, what will be the internet connection, what will the network, how they will collaborate, how they will talk to each other. So everything we used to do. Yes, but I liked it. But you know, somewhere behind the mind, what was happening? Yes, I am working for somebody in US, maybe somebody is there. What I am telling them, it's like kind of consulting, but I'm not building anything. The creation is not coming. Of course, maybe I am adding value to them. Of course, adding value, otherwise why they will call me. But that value I am not able to give. You know, so that was there in my mind always. Okay, I should, there is a joy of creation, like a kind of, what I will say, raising a baby. You know, so you have a baby, you raise him, and then you see that, and then that is one kind of satisfaction that you get. But once a baby comes to you and then you just teach him something, or you make him a little bit better, you don't get that kind of satisfaction. So that was the difference. That was, I was getting that things, okay, I should build something by myself. Then from consulting, I moved to ARC document solution as a VP technology. And then that time they had only 10 members. So from there, and they are thinking of building a new document solution for their US office. And it was an idea only. That time they hired me, and then they have only 10 members, and then from their 10, I basically, within 5 years, I basically scaled it to 200 people. And then I built the product. That product is still running, and their ARR is 15 million per annum, 15 million ARR for a SaaS product. You know, it is not a service. There are difference between service, there are difference between contract, and there are difference between SaaS. SaaS means software as a service. So when you are ARR in a SaaS, it's very difficult to scale the ARR. So 15 million SaaS means, you can say this gets in the valuation, it gets like 15x, 20x, 30x valuation. So it's like 1.5 billion, like that. Okay. So this kind of multiplication is there in SaaS. So I scaled it from 0 to 15 million, and that gave me a lot of confidence that okay, if I can do it for a American company, and they only had an idea that we need to do something, Dropbox. So Dropbox was also coming at that point of time, Dropbox. And this company, they also said that we want something like Dropbox, but in the construction space. So we built that product. So that was the only requirement, there was no requirement. So this is that I always say that working in uncertainty, that is the first thing I always look for any product manager or anybody who is willing to go in a startup environment. So that is the something that is like working uncertainty. Your requirement is what? Build something in like Dropbox or Box, in construction space. This is the requirement. Now you find it out, go there, find it out, do R&D, travel the maze, and then create that. So that is something I really liked it. Then came COVID, and that period of time. That time I was already started developing my own product with my partner. That product was in HR talent acquisition space. So my partner was in consulting, what is called staffing organization. You know what is staffing? Staffing means consultants, job consultant. So he had some idea, okay, this job consulting domain, lot of need is there for automated software for automatic hiring, but he did not know how to do it. Then we spoke together, and then we started building a HRMS solution, not HRMS, talent acquisition solution. So that is the ATS solution, Applicant Tracking System, that we started building. But that is still I was working, I was still working in as a VP. And then came COVID, and then that gave me a lot of opportunity, because once you have the COVID, for 3 months everything got closed. My US counterpart, they got scared. That 3-4 months there is almost no work. And that time I work from home, Gharbandi, not Nodebandi, Gharbandi and everything was there, no. And that is the time I finished the product to a POC level. And then during that COVID, that every company is going in digitization. Every company, everything was going from home, no. And then suddenly we saw that a lot of demand is there for this product, because every consultant who used to work offline, they used to get resume and send to the hiring manager, they suddenly felt that no, we have to have something online, we have to have something. And then we used to start get orders, and that time I decided, okay, now we are getting good orders, now I should quit this and start this. That was the start of my entrepreneurship, as you mentioned. And then we saw that some kind of revenue has started coming. Remember that my partner started, I still was working, and then some kind of revenue has started coming, and then I quit it and I joined there. And for next 2-3 years, we have built up a product that is something world class. In India, even if you go to the Google and if you search for top 3 ATS in India, built in India, you will get TalentRecruit. We have like another like TurboHire. TurboHire is also an IIT startup, another Ripple Hire, these 3 things. You will get something like Phenom. They have 20 million funding, somebody has 200 million funding, something called Eightfold. They got 250 million funding. So they are coming to India. Smart Recruiter, they have like 200 million funding. So they are coming to India, but they don't know Indian culture. We know Indian culture, how Indian recruiter recruits. That recruitment, what is their pain points? How there are in US, if you apply in a job, there might be 100 applicants, but here in a job, we have literally seen 100,000 applicants. The 100,000 applicants, how do you filter? How do you rank them? Even if you rank them now, how do you put to it's impossible for them to take interview for 1,000 people. And then at the same time, they don't want to miss out a good candidate. So how do you make sure that you give them the first 100 candidates, and those 100 candidates are the best? That algorithm we have created. We have created our own model. We don't use LLM. We use LLM, but for this part, for this ranking and matching, we have our own model. And in that model, we had our own candidates and we have our own jobs. Means suppose in any AI model, what you need? You need a previous history. You need to train the model. No? So we had a big training data, because we knew that we had a few customers. No? So every customer is hiring. So they are hiring after a lot of filtering. So we know that for this is the job description and this candidate got hired. So that means what? We had the real data. There is no fabricated data. They are putting their skin into it because they are hiring them, they are paying them. So that means for this job, this kind of candidate is the best. This data we already had. We had not only one, we have thousands of this data. And of course we took consent from our companies. Like we have thousands of this data from our customers. So those data we fed into our model, and we have created a model or trained model that is absolutely like a human in crunching the data, and better than human. So that is actually the strength of our application. And not only that, if you see, I don't know, am I too fast? Then you can tell me, or you can ask me other questions.
I don't know.
So sometimes when I start creating my journey, it comes continuously. Sometimes the people say that, okay, let's divert. So if you want to tell me, but yes, let me finish this, because this regarding this product part, once we created this, because we knew the pain point of our customer. This is the first pain point. Now as an HR, what is the second pain point? Second pain point, even you got the customer, this matching. Whether this matching, nowadays there are LLM and everything is there. No? So people are creating their job resume from the job description. So now these people in US don't do that. Generally don't do that. Now they have started doing it. They are learning from Indians. Now in India they do it. So now, so when you put that, then it matches everything. No, it's like ATS. It gets matched. Now the challenge. Now our customers came to me. Okay, now what is the remedy of this? What is the remedy for this? So we have created that also. We have created the remedy is that, like, we have created a bot interview. We have built our own AI bot interview. So AI bot interview is like something. Once you have selected 100 people, automatically our platform will send the interview request. Even recruiter is not required. Interview request, and our platform, our bot will take an interview. Even recruiter does not know. We call it recruiterless recruitment. So you just put the job description. Our tool will fetch the JD. They will match it, rank it, take the first 100, and first 100 they will send the job link also, interview link automatically. And then you got the link. You have to give the interview. You will get, because you are coming to the job market now, you will also you have to give the first interview in bot. It's happening now. It's everybody. It's in next couple of years, 2-3 years, the first interview will be bot. Now this bot means they are very intelligent bot. We have created an intelligent bot using LLM, of course, because we cannot train that, because we don't have that much of money like Google or Gemini or OpenAI. They are putting billions and billions. They are paying their software engineers in billion. They are paying software engineers, their payment salary is in billion, not in million. I'm talking about billion. So they are creating that kind of. We are using their capability and created that bot. And that bot takes the interview based on your subject, your job description, your resume, and it speaks like you as a human. And then it gives the first screening. If you pass, then it goes to the hiring manager. So this much we have done. That's a pain point. But a US guy, I was coming that US guy will not know that pain point. So we have become, for Indians, the first choice for ATS. And to give you an example, we are bootstrapped. We got offer for VC funding and things, because we did not want to lose our control. Still now we are bootstrapped. We have gone to a considerable amount of ARR till now, and it is like we have 100 plus employees, and then we have created our big customers are like Yes Bank, big customer, Royal Enfield. We have Mahindra Finance. We have AISent. KPMG is our customer. Ernst & Young is our customer. So we have created a very good customer base without taking any VC funding. So I think that's a journey I'm taking. So somebody from that village, we have created, worked into different kind of companies, then built a product. And the best bit is, I was giving the analogy of a child. I have created this product, this team from very from the scratch. And this product, when I see that this product is being used by my colleague, my colleague was in PwC. Now he moved to KPMG. He is using it.
Oh. My
colleague in GT, Grant Thornton is one of the esteemed customers. They have given a lot of reference also. Grant Thornton, the consulting company. Yeah. So Grant Thornton uses our ATS. So when Grant Thornton, my colleague, he went to Grant Thornton. He is there in partner now. Now he uses my product. So that gives me a lot of, okay, now that's the purpose. That's the purpose I say to my team also, that you are not building for some vague companies in US or USA or somewhere in the world, and you don't know what they will do with that software. Now here, you know that your friend will be using, your boss will be using, your previous company boss will be using, your previous company mate will be using. So that gives a lot of pleasure. That gives the emotional, what is called incentive. So that's driving me. If you say in terms of finance, monetary things, I maybe earned more if I would have gone to that because AI is coming into things, no, a lot of nowadays people are getting lots of salary. I mean, salary is very, very high in AI and all those space. So I moved into, if I would have moved to some architecting these Fab 7 companies, what they call, no, this Amazon, AWS, Meta, Oracle, these 7, they are the AI heroes. You know, move some of their, lot of salaries are there, but I may not be earning that much here, but of course, what I am doing, I am providing, it's a make in India, no, since I am providing employment for around 100, and that also I am building something for India that is being used by Indian companies. And that is something giving me a lot of pleasure. So that's a journey. If you say, what is the journey? Yes, it's kind of destination that, okay, I'm building this, and that pleasure gives me the satisfaction. Okay, the journey is fruitful, at least till now.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your journey in detail. I mean, it was interesting to know that the creativity and the availability of the time at right moment and your passion for creativity, it led you from the corporate world to the entrepreneurship. And it was great to know the product which you have built also. I mean, it was great to know you are moving, your tagline is #GoBeyondATS. So also I wanted to understand, since in our curriculum as well, and generally in India as well, we see that people are behind ATS. But I want to understand more about #GoBeyondATS, and also how the industry will adopt it in the futuristic, how you will build the consumer awareness. I wanted to understand on your vision as well.
Yeah, so it's a great question. Yeah, so this Go Beyond ATS, this comes from the pain point I was discussing. No, now as you said that everybody goes behind ATS. Now, this ATS has become something like, you know, dreaded word or something. You could send the resume, it will get what is called rejected by ATS. So how to make ATS things,
ATS friendly,
and things that. So that is something. So this is one part. So now how that is being challenged by the applicants, because they want to make it ATS friendly. And now the LLMs are there; they are making it ATS friendly, and then it is coming. And how to move beyond that, how you can solve that problem, that even if somebody make it ATS friendly purposefully, this should not go through. So we have another level of bot interview that we have got. So now we did not want us to confine ourselves within the ATS. So now HR, as you know that XLRI is good for HR management also, no? It is one of the best HR management. So if you talk to you are in general management.
Yes.
So now if you talk to your friend who is doing the HR management, you'll know, sir, that HR is not talent acquisition. HR is not employee management. HR has become nowadays, it's like a business force. Every company has to succeed through HR, because HR decisions directly impacting the business. Okay, so HR has become something that is, there are no more talent acquisition or a recruiter or a salary provider, or not like that.
Not like operational, but they are taking more like strategic.
Yes. Yeah. So HR is a strategic thing.
Yes.
So now it has more and more it's becoming strategic. It's not operational. So now ATS is mostly the operational part. So now our product, to tell you this much I have said, but our product has encompassed the whole strategy part also. We have developed a module that's called a budgeting module. So the budgeting basically where you can create a budget for your HR department, and that budget can be tagged with your budgeting software in your company, and based on your project, this budget gets created, and based on the budget, hiring gets. So we have created a module called budgeting module. So budgeting module, no ATS has that in India. We have our budgeting module, positioning module. That budgeting and positioning module we have created. So that is beyond ATS. Now that is the more strategic location. Now I already mentioned you the bot interview. After the bot interview, anyway, every ATS has, we have offer generation. Now one more pain point that we have discussed, that is a dropout. You provide offer, but people are not joining or they are declining. So how do you create your brand? How do you create your company brand that attracts the resources or the talent?
That is also part of your solution.
That is also a part of our solution. So that
great.
is also nature. So that is like, suppose, how do you create brand? You create your career page. The career page can be completely created from our platform. You don't have to do anything. Okay. It's kind of WordPress that is built in our platform, AI based WordPress. And then the chatbot, career chatbot, automatically it will get created. And then if you offer somebody, then how do you engage him? That is called pre-boarding engagement. So after the offer, how do you engage? We have a software, I can create, define everything. Are you sending your policies to him or her? Are you telling him that, okay, your hiring team, who has hired, your team is available to talk to you next Sunday. Would you like to talk to him? So this is something you are engaging. Or are you telling him that, okay, we have gone this award this time, or this is our work from home policies. So if you start adding value to them, so those kind of communication you can do directly from our platform, or you can create that kind of workflows, right? The communication will go like this. Also, you can share your videos, you can share your activities through our platform. So you can share your videos, you can share your mails, newsletter to our platform, and that candidate can upload his documents and everything to our platform. And communication also happen to our WhatsApp is completely integrated. Communication can happen to directly from our platform. You can talk to the candidate in the WhatsApp. Not only that, once you do that, the candidates, suppose some of the senior candidates, that candidate get posted that he is joining us in LinkedIn, into some CIO magazine, or in the top level things, we post into that we send it to magazine. That is also integrated. So those kind of engagement and branding is already into us. So that is beyond ATS. We have assessments integrated. All the Thomas assessment, my anatomy assessment, your assessment, everything is integrated in our product. Background verification. We have integrated almost all background verification software of India, starting from Oddbeach, KPMG, everything. So that is also. So we have become an ecosystem for hiring, not only hiring, for your branding, for your career branding, for your company's branding, as well as outreach. So this is something that is beyond ATS. It's not an ATS. We are trying to make it a strategic tool, as you rightly mentioned, a strategic tool that will help you to hire better, hire simpler. So that is the meaning of go beyond ATS.
I mean, I see that you have a great product, you have a great idea, you have great motivation, but in the field of entrepreneurship, having a great team also matters as much as having a good idea. So, how do you hire people in your team? What qualities do you look for people who are coming freshly to your team? And how is your current team? When you started, how was their motivation? So, tell us a little bit about your team as well.
Yeah, so I think I also mentioned, I have in this process I have also said that in the team, initially when I started, because I have worked in previous maybe 15 years, so initially that time COVID was there. So in the COVID period, it is like something, getting resources was, that time digitization was very high, so it was very difficult. So first thing I see, then I start connecting whom I knew, and we knew that who are builder. There are some people who are builder. There are some people who are support. They are good in support. This is a kind of personality or characteristics. Somebody like to support. They don't want to disturb the whole thing. Whatever is there, they want to manage with that. They want to put some piece and figure but they don't want to disrupt it. That is one mindset characteristic. Another person that was a builder, owner, builder. They don't say, no, I am not liking it. I'll break everything. I'll start from scratch. This is another kind of people. So both are required actually. Once you have an operation ready, you cannot put a builder there. Then the operation is gone. Yes. But yes, at that point of time, I needed some builder. Those who they can work under uncertainty. They can work from a very little description or very little what is called requirement. That I should mention very. So they can work within they can self-motivated and work by themselves. So I connected few of them, and I am able to gather 4 or 5 key pillars, like in back end, like in front end, middle tier, sales, and then also customer success. 6-7 people I was able to gather. So now sorry for this. Now this is, I did not notice it. Okay, so this is like I wanted to. So I gathered them, and then they got subscribed to my vision that we are creating something for Make in India. We are creating something for India. We are creating something that will be visible, tangible. That will be that you can see, that you can tell your child, your children, you can say that this I have built.
It's
We understand that how people bring clarity out of nothing, you know.
more like case study based recruitment.
Requirement, and then we gave them 2 days time initially. I'm talking about initial 10-15 2 days time, and then what they bought it, what they thought, that's something actually we used to hire. But now we have created some process. We have the Azure DevOps, we have some bug tools, we have some process tools, we have little bit, we have structured it. May not be like MNC company, may not be like Wipro, Infosys, TCS, but yes, we have had enough process to make it little structured. Now we hire both, these builders also, and we hire kind of those who are very diligent, very diligent. You have some kind of people whom you give work, they will be behind it. They are very diligent, very hard working, and they want to keep the structure. They want to make that okay. This like customer success. Customer success, you don't need builder. You need a good relationship man. So we hire those kind of people. We have a core team, those who build, and we have the peripheral team, those who talk to customer, those who build it, create customer satisfaction, and another team is there who basically do kind of R&D. They're futuristic like now as today. They are thinking about, we are now building agentic, agentic, everybody is bringing the agentic part. So we are trying to do everything through chatbot. So that kind of thing. So that is the hiring process that we have maintained. So from the starting hiring is different, now they're different. So I always look for either builder, sustainer, R&D, futuristic. There are the 3 kind of hiring I do.
That's great to know, sir. So last question. So what's the one advice which you will give to our viewers who are viewing our podcast right now?
Yeah.
So how do they build a career in entrepreneurship? Just one advice for them.
Okay, so building career in entrepreneurship is, first thing you have to be, there are something like, there is one thing is like this comfort of having a job. So that is like, you have to find out, as I just now mentioned, whether you are a builder or not. If you are an instruction taker, suppose there can be people who can take instruction well and execute that instruction. To tell you, most of the CEOs are like that. So that is also a very good option. Sundar Pichai is not. Do you see that he did not build a company, no? But he is much more successful than many of the company founders, no? So that's what I'm saying. So you have to first find out your trait. If you are a builder and if you want to create something, you want to create impact through building. Impact can be created in many ways. First you should take that. Second, whether you work under uncertainty or not, because in your job, getting a monthly salary, the certainty of getting salary is a very big thing. Once that you lose that, so how do you circumvent it? How do you fight with it and then go beyond it? You have to think in that direction. And also after these two, second thing, you cannot be an entrepreneur by forcing yourself. No, if you really have some problem that is bothering you, you found a problem that is bothering you, or you have found a problem that is bothering people, or you found something that is not there, and you have the zeal that okay, I want to do that, I want to solve that for, then only you should go. You should go for a purpose. You should not go for the valuation. You should not go for multiplication of valuation, multiplication of numbers. So you after three years you will exit and you will get 5 million, 10 million. That is now it's not happening anyway. You have to give a lot of time. You have to put a lot of effort into it, and then eventually that might happen, but that might not happen also. Most of the time it will not happen. So if you have that problem solving and purpose, then only you move. And if you are a builder, then only you move into it.
So to summarize, like if we have that zeal to solve something, and
you know the problem.
Yeah.
And yes.
Okay, so that is a great advice for our viewers for entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So,
and then there is nothing. If there is a founder, you have done. This is another way of blooming yourself. There are many ways of blooming. No, different flower blooms in different ways. This is one way. It is nothing superior or nothing inferior. If you really like it, go for it. Don't have to force yourself. That's my advice to everybody.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable inputs. And I learned a lot from your journey, from your product. And I wish you all the best for your product ahead. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Nandita.